Hey guys, welcome back to GloryHunter here on the ChesnoidGaming channel. Hopefully you're enjoying our time at Dortmund so far. A couple of episodes in, transfer window done and dusted. New signings through the door, plenty of. Over £200 million spent. So if you missed the transfer window episodes and you want to watch them, check the channel page and you'll be able to see them. We crack on today with Bundesliga football and I believe with Champions League football as well. If I quickly check my calendar in the background. Yes, Barcelona. So we're trying to win the Bundesliga and we're trying to win the Champions League in this particular season, as well as, of course, the Day of Paper Cal. So we shall give it our best shot to win as many trophies as we possibly can over the course of this season here at Borussia Dortmund. We've got Union Berlin to begin, then Mainz, Heidenheim and Schalke. Now, Dortmund-Schalke is a big rivalry, so we'll absolutely be playing Schalke, and I'll probably play Mainz and Barcelona as well, and simulate the two home games. As ever, if you're relatively new to the content, we tend to play 3 games per month and sim the rest, unless there are 7 or more, in which case we never sim more than 3 games a month. And obviously, if things continue to get more and more hectic, then we'll split months into 2, etc. So we'll start with a sim against Union Berlin, which we should win, I think. Although Union Berlin are a decent side. They've had a couple of really good seasons in the Bundesliga, but they currently sit 16th after only picking up a point in their first 2 games. We could go joint top with a win in this first game, and hopefully we will do exactly that. We're at full strength. They're playing a 5-back, but ooh, it's a 5-back that holds us out. Adeyemi not able to grab a goal as WIRTZ grabs 2 to give us a point against Union Berlin then. So we start with a draw, still unbeaten so far this season in the league. Of course, we lost the German Super Cup yesterday, which was frustrating, but not the end of the world. It wasn't one of the ones on our list in the trophy room. So we will go and play Mainz now, then have Barcelona away. Yikes. Then it'll be Heidenheim at home. Or Heidenheim. I'll have to double check on Forvo how exactly to pronounce that. And then it's FC Schalke 04 in the derby. Right then, Mainz, Barcelona and Schalke on the way. The graphics for the Bundesliga and the lineups didn't show up for some reason, which is odd, because in Serie A they did sometimes, but didn't for sides that weren't licensed, which I understood. But every side is licensed in Germany, so I don't know. Maybe you guys know something I don't. Finn Darman in goal for them, playing 5-3-2, almost a 5-1-2-2 by the looks of things with that one CDM. They've got Vidmer on the right-hand side, Leitch, Alderete, Reece Oxford, and Aaron Martin Coricol. Left back, then Dominic Cour at CDM with Fulgini and Hoffman slightly further forward. Alexander Sorloth, the player that we potentially looked at in the transfer window but decided against. And then Kelechi up top, former Leicester striker for Nigeria, of course. Right then, we're at full strength. New signing Enzo Fernandez in there. New signing Bellini in there. New signing McKennie in there. Come on then. We should be able to challenge, well, rephrase. In this first season, I would like to absolutely guarantee Champions League football for next season. Not massively fussed about winning the Bundesliga in year 1, as we obviously didn't win Serie A in year 1 in Italy, and it didn't really cost us too much in the end. Anyway, that's a decent effort by Alwar. It's a comfortable save for Darman in the end. So if we don't win the Bundesliga year 1, I don't think it's the end of the world. We arguably have a weaker squad, or at least a squad that isn't as obvious in some of its strength in areas as the Juventus one was. I guess at Juventus we had better strength defensively, whereas here in year 1, whereas here we have better strength offensively. Sorry, rephrase. We have better strength offensively at Juventus with Vlahovic and Chiesa, whereas here we have better strength defensively with like 87 rated Sula and 85 rated Schlotterbeck, etc. That's a really good header. It's also a stunning save from the Mainz goalkeeper. I mean, we're putting the pressure on here early doors, as we did against Leverkusen in the first game of yesterday's episode, but so far we can't find a way through. I won Manager of the Month in my first manager as Bundesliga boss, or as a Bundesliga boss here at Borussia Dortmund. Don't ask me how. We didn't necessarily do that well, but I'll absolutely take the award and be very happy with it. Tuck that back there to Harvey Barnes, who'll look for Florian Wirtz, who on his right foot still can't find a way past Darman, who apparently is the best goalkeeper in the Bundesliga. Who knew? Wirtz lofts up. Schlotterbeck's up. That's going to go wide, and it's going to be a goal kick. 18 minutes in. Chances coming, but no goals. Harvey Barnes, Nuno Mendes has gone again. Mendes feels quick. Karamediemi in open play doesn't actually feel that fast. We'll try a sharp turn here. Oh, trying to work his feet and couldn't. And in the end, he had a big old swing. Nothingness there. Barnes into Adeyemi. Will use the support this time. WIRTZ! Shot well blocked and cannons all the way up to their strikers. But Nicolas Sula's in the way there. Might have hit a hand. It didn't. Bellini. Alwar. WIRTZ looking for Harvey Barnes. It's a great first touch. Here's Nuno Mendes quickly inside there to WIRTZ. And again, and Adeyemi surely would have had a simple job of turning that home from there. We are dominating Mainz so far. But ball won't go in the back of the net, unfortunately. Hopefully, I can get the ball in the back of the net at least a couple of times to encourage you guys to drop the video a like, as I'd very much appreciate it if you would. Fingers crossed we can score a goal on this attack to warrant it. And we do! Well, perfectly timed, Harvey. Thank you, sir. Dortmund 1, Mainz 0. That'll do very nicely. Oh, Widmer back to Fulgini. Into Kelechi's left-footed, so I'm trying to show him onto his right. It's an excellent through ball. It's also a brilliant save by Kerbal. Very nearly swept into the near post by the Mainz attacker. Hoffmann will deliver the corner in first half stoppage time, and Adeyemi, no, it's Weston McKennie, in fact, wins that header, and that might, also might not, be the end of the half. Sorloth, where's he going? Nowhere. Don't you dare give a foul there, ref. I cleanly won the ball, thank you. The fans might be calling for a pen, but no! To your feet, sir. Sula out to Weston McKennie here on the right-hand side. I'm going to drill that at Adeyemi, actually, and he'll get there. And WIRTZ could lift this, looking for the runner, Harvey Barnes, who's in behind. The angle is tight. Tuck it back. And here's Houssem Aouar to hit it off the bar. As it happens, could have been 2-0 and probably game over there. But ever rising, the effort from Houssem Aouar. And well over the top as it cannoned up, not down. Not that pass from Mainz. Why are you doing that stupid stumble animation, Nuno? You are past the man and away from him. Give me that back. Why have you now fallen over? Okay, Nuno Mendes is... I don't know. Got no feet, apparently. Or no toes. Got no balance. McKennie will lift this. That hit an arm. Will still play on. Keep the flow of the move going. WIRTZ will look for Adeyemi. He'll try first touch to beat the one defender. And then across goal to beat the second defender. But he's also beat that far post. Out wide again. Hoffmann, well intercepted. Julian Brandt, thank you, mate. Harvey Barnes going to go on a run. And you're still in your own half here, Bellini, so you're definitely onside. Oh, that's a heavy touch, but he is going to get there. And... well, Burkhardt will take the goal. Dewsbury Hall, that's a nice ball through the gap. Going to get there with Sula, are we? Yes, we are. Kick it then. Jeez, they're so delayed with some of the passes. It really winds me up because sometimes they do it when you press it and sometimes they just wait horribly. Like Sula did there. He's just dawdling next to the ball with my button input already given and he just doesn't do anything. It's cost me goals before. Burkhardt looking for the extra pass. Probably should have shot. Doesn't matter. We're going to get a 2-0 win. Ref, thank you. That will take us much higher in the league table. We were 8th prior to kickoff. With our victory there, that should see us rise at least a couple of places up the table. We dominated the game and got a solid victory. Frankfurt win 5-0 against Heidenheim, so that's a solid result. And certainly Heidenheim will be on their back foot for when we play them. But now it's time for Barcelona. Barcelona starting a ridiculously strong starting lineup. Robert Lewandowski and Ansu Fati and Rafinha on the bench. Ter Stegen, Tierney, De Vrij, Koundé, Geertruida, Pedri, Pellegrini, Kessié, Ferran Torres, Ousmane Dembele, Tammy Abraham. You'll also notice in the background Spanish commentary. Forgive me, I forget who it was who mentioned it in the comment section, but great idea. When we play away in Europe and against sides in other nations, use the commentary for those nations. So we're in Spain playing against Barcelona, so the commentary is in Spanish. And we'll do the same for Porto with Portuguese. We play Victoria Poulsen in the other group stage game, so I'm not sure what I'll do for that one. Probably just English, to be honest, or maybe leave it as German for the Bundesliga games. But regardless, we hopefully can avoid defeat here against Barca. The plan is to play Flecken in goal in the other Champions League games, but against Barcelona, I'm probably going to need Gregor Kerbal, aren't I? Harvey Barnes in the line there to Nuno Mendes, looking for Adeyemi, who's in behind. Keeper's going to come. I'll look to lift it over him, and big German Marc-Andre ter Stegen gets up very well indeed to stop me from taking the lead there. That would have been a beautiful opening goal. God, Nuno Mendes only just quick enough to get to that header, Tammy Abraham. That is a poor pass. Really poor pass. So loose and away from the man that was the intended recipient. Ferran Torres shows great strength there. Pedri with brilliant dribbling. Oh, even better dribbling. Jesus Christ, how did he do that? I want to see a replay. He's like done a flip-flap on the spot and not actually gone anywhere. How's he? I don't know. I don't know what he's done, but it absolutely sent me. They don't like taking their set pieces direct, do they? They like laying them off here at Barca. I guess if you're going to commit to a tiki-taka, commit to a tiki-taka. Get that back to the keeper and away from danger. Then we'll just pump that forward, looking for Adeyemi. Win that, knock it down, but I haven't found a teammate here. Tammy Abraham. Oh, brilliant ball to the run of Ousmane Dembele. And a great block by Kerbal again. Could have deflected anywhere off the defender after it hit the goalkeeper. And it is all Barcelona at the beginning of this game. Just as it was all Dortmund at the beginning of the one against Mainz. I am the side on the back foot here at the beginning of this particular encounter. Champions League football could start brilliantly if Harvey Barnes can get away here. Oh, what a heavy touch! Harvey! No, mate! Oh, that was it. That was the moment. That was the moment. That left-footed touch was so heavy. Niklas Süle comes across and wins that nicely. Enzo Fernandez. Okay, not supposed to go there, mate. Oh, don't cost me a goal, please. Oh, he's nutmegged the defender. Süle's there, but Tammy Abraham's out-muscled in. Probably the only man that could. Oh, what a challenge! And then he just ran away from it. What are you doing, Niklas? This has been a crazy opening few minutes. Get out. Süle, WIRTZ, out to Nuno Mendes. Get that down the line. And Harvey Barnes is there. We actually get some free-flowing passing here. Adeyemi, oh, the space here. It's Bellini on his left. Whoa! Kieran Tierney. Excellent defending. Knocked to the floor by it, but stopped it very well indeed. We'll chip this, and McKennie's underneath it. Oh, go on, Sally. Oh, I had to give it a go. It just sat up too nicely to not. Let's try. Oh, he's furious at himself. I wouldn't be too upset yourself, mate. It was a decent effort. McKennie's up for a second time. Turns out Weston McKennie's not a bad person to aim for from a corner. I keep trying to find Süle or Schlotterbeck, but neither have the ball end up anywhere near them when I try and get it to him. Bellini out wide here to Florian Wirtz. Or tuck this back. Oh, Weston! Bloody hell, Weston McKennie going for it. He loves a crossed ball into the box to be on the end of, doesn't he? Schlotterbeck. And into Sally Özcan through there. Ah, Pedri intercepts it nicely. It's been a hell of a competitive tie, this, against Barcelona. But so far, we're holding our own. Albeit I have needed to perhaps get a little bit lucky at the back. Tammy Abraham in behind here. Oh, it's a decent cross. I think it might hit the arm. Don't tell me he's given a foul for them. That's not a foul, mate. That's not a foul. I've just jumped with him, surely. As the ball comes in, That's not a foul. That's not a foul. He's played the ref there. Pellegrini. Or Ousmane Dembele! It's 1-0 Barcelona. Controversy is I don't think that was a foul. I've gone to jump for it, and their man has arched his back, meaning I've gone over the front of him, and it looks like I fouled him, but I actually think the Barcelona man has played the ref there. I don't think that was a foul at all. It's a great free kick from Ousmane Dembele, though. Wound up over the ball, who did jump, but not high enough, evidently. 1-0 Barca. Into Pedri. Kessier. Oh, it's nicely done. Tammy. Oh, my God. Lorenzo Pellegrini. You don't need to shoot from there. He's got so much more room to run into. He's rushed into that. That would surely have been a simple second for Barca if he takes it on an extra couple of paces. I wasn't going to catch him. Glad he did, though. Ousmane Dembele twisting away from it. Cross comes in, but Kerbal will go up for it, and he's done well to get there. Didn't necessarily need to throw that overarm, but never mind. Let's see. Can we build? Can we build? No, we can't. We have to bring Schlotterbeck out of position here to come and deal with this. Getrauda, Pellegrini, Getrauda again. Get a foot in, no. Dembele, Tammy, good save. Gregor Kerbal, deny them the corner, Western. Couldn't get there. Still 1-0 Barcelona. Still they push for that second. Dembele will deliver from the far side, and it is a decent delivery. That's just cannoning around. This is pinball, not football. Sula, bloody hell, why have you... Why? Just why? Why is the only word I can think of that suits there. Why? Harvey Barnes played in. Lovely turn. Great touch. Trying to get away from all of the men that are around him. And it's a heavy touch as well. Struggling against Barcelona. Tammy, Usman, goal! Dembele's left foot is a wand today. From the free kick, from open play, touch, bang. 19 metres out. Flown into the corner. We said that Barcelona would probably top the group as expected. And I was hoping to maybe avoid defeat against them in both ties, and maybe we'd stand a chance of topping the group. But losing this first one against them away from home, I don't anticipate us being able to finish anywhere other than second in the group now. But second in the group is still fine by me. Grant trying to find Adeyemi. Just not had that final through ball or final pass in this one against Barca. They've been too good. Pellegrini, give me that. Dembele round the corner to Ansu Fati. And round the corner again. Keeper's calm. Keeper will get there. That'll be game 2-0 Barcelona. Defeat in the Champions League first game of the group stage. But not to worry. 5 other games to ensure we get enough points to go through. But I can't deny that Barca weren't the better side there. Victoria Paulsen do win by 2-1 in Portugal against Porto. So fantastic starts to the season for them. Heidenheim coming up next for us in the Bundesliga. We should be strong enough to get victory here against Heidenheim. We've not been great so far this season. WIRTZ and Adeyemi give us a 2-0 victory and 3 points in the Bundesliga. Right then, up next for us will be the derby against Schalke. We definitely don't want to be losing this one. Oh, I don't know why sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't show the graphics. It's kind of annoying, really. Anyway, Ep3 Schalke 04 in the derby. It's Samuel Delgado in goal, a regen for Schalke. Their squad is not that strong. Anthony Ralston at right back. I think he's formerly of Hibs. Joaquin at centre back alongside Victor Nelson and Thomas Uvian at left back. They've got Florian Flick and Rodrigo Zalazar in the central areas. Gilson Pava on the right. Presume he's a made-up player from Brazil, similar to some of the other players we've seen in career mode this year. Luis Araujo on the left-hand side. Then Jan Bozdogan at cam. Presume he's Turkish. Don't know his nationality off the top of my head. And Jordan Larson up top for them. Certainly, judging by his facial features, son of Henrik, I would imagine. Certainly a similarity there, isn't there? We're at full strength, as you might well imagine. And hopefully, we can get a win in the derby away from home at the Veltins Arena. It's a lovely ball over the top, looking for Paiva, who used an arm, I think, or maybe Schlotterbeck used an arm. I'm not sure. Must have been Schlotterbeck because they've got a free kick here. It's the Revier derby, Schalke versus Dortmund, of course. Gelsenkirchen not that far away from Dortmund itself, about 30 kilometres apparently, according to Google. So a local rivalry between Schalke and Dortmund. Obviously, Dortmund being the more successful in most recent years. Schalke having been relegated down to the Zweite Bundesliga and now found themselves coming back up to the Bundesliga, but they are down here as well by a 1-0 thanks to Sam Aouar's breakaway run. Away from home at the Veltins Arena, it's 1-0 Dortmund. Zalazar out to Gilson Pava. Anthony Ralston of Celtic, not Hibs. Previously, Anthony Ralston. My mistake. I got the green and white right. I just got the wrong green and white Scottish side. Adeyemi out here to Bellini. The overlapping run is coming. And there it is from Weston McKennie. So much for staying back whilst attacking. Hey, pal. Adeyemi on WIRTZ. What a save. Wow. Brilliant stop by the goalkeeper. WIRTZ delivers the corner. Sula's up. Doesn't win the header. Aouar nods that down. Harvey Barnes, first time. Well saved by Delgado again. That could have been 2 and game over at this early stage. Still, the ball comes forward, but still, Schalke stand firm. Challenge Harvey. I won the ball. Surely I got a slight touch on it, regardless. Schalke come away with it anyway. Nuno Mendes in there to Enzo Fernandez. And Bellini quickly looking for Adeyemi. You can see the run on the left, which is what we'll use. Harvey Barnes will float it. Didn't quite get the power on it correct. It'll fall here to Bellini. And Adeyemi's the one that I want to find, but I've balls that up. Zalazar with a free kick lofted. Well won by Adeyemi. That out wide right to Bellini. Weston McKennie, of course, here playing against one of his former sides. Used to play for FC Schalke earlier in his career and now via Juventus here at Dortmund. Nelson, oh, it's poor. And Aouar will spread it, and WIRTZ surely will make it too. A mistake from Schalke, criminal in the derby. That's 2-0. Schlotterbeck with a looped ball out to Harvey Barnes. Aouar, because of his work rates, does like to get a long way forward from that centre mid spot. WIRTZ can't get that around the corner. Enzo Fernandez is set to stay back whilst attacking, and we will need to have him do that in games of bigger magnitude. Well, not magnitude. Against tougher opponents. There aren't many games of bigger magnitude than Schalke Dortmund. Adeyemi finally showing a little bit of pace, and the keeper really should have done better. Karim Adeyemi, I haven't properly clicked with him yet, but that was a nice run. And it's a good finish too, although like we say, keeper probably should have done better, but we don't care. The Schalke fans can whinge and moan about their keeper as much as they like. That's 3-0. 3-0. There's Adeyemi. Oh, cheeky little nutmeg to send through Harvey Barnes. WIRTZ, good footwork. I will just dink this. Try and find Bellini, who will try and scoop turn around the defender. That didn't quite work. WIRTZ has got some room, and the Trivela effort. Very well stopped by the goalkeeper. Ralston will look to get rid of the ball. I'm trying to force him into giving me a corner here, but no dice. We do have a game in a few days' time against Porto as well, actually, in the league, or in the Champions League, sorry, to continue on in that competition. So I will make some changes now just to freshen things up and keep as many of our best players ready and available for that tie. Replace basically all of the midfield there other than Enzo Fernandez, who has the best stamina. With 20 minutes to go, we very nearly made it 4, but we're certainly going to be getting 3 points here. Keep it in, Harvey. It's just such a massive gap between their midfield and their backline, Schalke, that we are exploiting it every single time we come forward. There's so much time and space in front of their defensive line, in behind their midfield, that we can just do things like that. Boos ring out around the Veltins arena, and no real surprise inside there to Florian WIRTZ, and they just don't close him down. Again, you really ask questions of the goalkeeper. Is he perhaps unsighted, maybe, as it's floating towards him? I don't think so. Maybe a little bit, but reacts late. 1 minute added on, and as FC Schalke 04 write their name with a 0-4, well, guess what the scoreline looked like, lads? 0-4 for the home side, and we dominate the derby. That's delightful for the Dortmund fans. They didn't have a single shot, Schalke. They were really poor in that one. It was both delightful and pleasing in the same word there. Delighting, apparently, is a new word that I've just made up. So that put us in the league. I'm not sure we're actually bottom of the Champions League at the minute, but I'm sure we'll be able to recover from that situation. In the Bundesliga, we are actually top after 4 games. We and Borussia Mönchengladbach, the side that we drew with on the opening day, are the only 2 sides remaining unbeaten. No, take that back. Leipzig and Augsburg also unbeaten and haven't yet played their 6th match day. So potentially they could get slightly closer to the top end of the table and stay unbeaten. But as we end today's episode at the month of September and move towards the game against Porto in a few days' time back in the Champions League, we end the day top of the table. We have Porto and Paulsen, RB Leipzig and FC Bayern München on the horizon for the next episode. So we'll play Porto, we'll play Leipzig, and we'll play Bayern, rather understandably, throughout the course of that next episode. And I probably won't play, or won't sim either, the game against 1860 München. We will actually play the game in the Cup, just to give ourselves the best possible chance of getting through in the DFB Pokal. So really pleased with that episode. Obviously would have liked to have gotten off to a winning start in the Champions League, or at least an unbeaten start in the Champions League, but you can't have everything. And we didn't have everything today, but certainly playing very well and will stay top of the Bundesliga for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed, of course, as ever. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel with the notification bell ticked, and you won't miss any further episodes of this save on this channel. And I'll see you next time.